Good morning, Guyana. Welcome to Soul Boost. Thank you for joining us this morning. So, our topic today is just looking at the light of truth. And when we're talking about truth, we're really talking about the true self. And the reason for this topic is really about how we look at people and they may have this amazing life, fabulous smile on their face, they look happy. But you realize that they truly aren't happy. Something about the inside just doesn't match the outside. And why? What is the reason for people? And social media is one of the biggest things. They have images on whatever, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and they have a certain image that they project. But what reality is, what's happening on the inside, is completely different. And what I realize, especially with meditation, is it really allows you to check is the inside, is what's happening within your mind the same as what's happening on the outside that's reflected in your face and your behavior and your character. And that's something that's hard for some people to really look at, because the image that they want to portray to the world, to friends, to family, is not what's really happening on the inside. So today, let's take our meditation into this topic of seeing the light of truth, of what's really happening on the inside, and how can we get it to match what's happening and reflecting on the outside. Sometimes it's a hard road to take, because it's much easier just to fake it till you make it, right? It's harder to look at the truth and accept it and realize that there's something that we need to change. Because if I look at myself and I see these things that are not of the highest qualities, that are not of the highest virtues, instead of actually getting down on the self, can we just transform it? Can we change it? But if we never look, we'll never know. So today, let's take a moment just to reflect and to go inside and see what's actually happening on the screen of your mind. So take a minute, just bring your awareness to the screen of your mind. And just allow yourself just to visualize what's happening within your mind. Are the thoughts of happiness and joy and lightness? Or are they thoughts of anger and irritation and complaints? And just observe. There's no need to judge, no need to criticize. You're just observing. And as you watch these thoughts play on the screen of your mind, become aware of that higher truth. The truth of the soul, that eternal being, that peaceful, loving being. And that's the true self. And just allow this truth to sink in. And let the other thoughts of negativity, fear, worry, just pass on by. And then holding on to this truth of that eternal being. Just take your awareness higher. Take your awareness out of this room and out of this world. And allow yourself to travel to the home of all souls, God's home. And as you settle into this home of light and peace and silence, you recognize God's presence. You recognize you're in front of the eternal truth. God is the soul that holds the truth within him. Holds the truth of his identity of a soul, and also holds the truth of who I am, that eternal being, that peaceful being, that is loving and kind and joyful. And allow God to reflect the truth of the soul. And just hold on to that truth of being an eternal, immortal being of light. And then allow yourself just to come back into this body, into this room. Knowing the truth that all that's happening within the mind is simply that. It's just on the screen of your mind. But the truth of who you are won't change. You are that eternal being. So today, as you walk and move around, just keep practicing being in the light of truth and hold on to that and see how much that will shift your awareness. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.